Hi students, welcome back to Wisdom Academy YouTube page. In today's video, we are going to start the new chapter and the name is Magnetic Effects of Electric Current. So after seeing light, human eye in a colorful world, electricity, this is the fourth chapter of physics which is very important for your examination also. This chapter is basically theoretical, but you can expect 5 more questions on this chapter, so it is very important. And I feel it is a bit easy chapter. So let us see how we will feel in this chapter. So we will start with the first topic. And before I start into the first topic, I want you to remind that we studied about heating effect of electric current in the previous chapter. Before ending the electricity, we talked about heating effect of electric current. What was that? Joule found it, and Joule said that whenever a current is passing through a conductor, there is some heat energy produced through it. And he even he quantified that and said the formula is H is equal to I square RT. Oersted was a scientist who talked about magnetic effect of electric current. Oersted, while doing some experiment in the laboratory, he found that in a wire, when there was a current passing, there was a magnetic needle kept, that is a compass, that was getting deflected, which made him to think that there is a magnetic field produced whenever the current is passing through a conductor. So what he observed that when there was a circuit, basic circuit, let me assume that it is something like this. When the current was passing in this direction and he kept a magnetic needle here. Those who don't know what is magnetic needle or also called as magnetic compass is a device mostly used by navigators for navigation in sea, in which they will have north-south direction. So the north will be always darkened like this. This is north direction, this is south direction. So this needle will deflect and show the direction. So this was used in the olden days by sea travelers when they want to travel, they want to navigate, to check the north direction. They used to use this, and it deflects by the north pole and the south pole of our earth, and it always showed the north direction to you. So what was the observation of Oersted? When this needle was kept near to this, he felt that this needle was getting deflected like this. And then he felt when he was changing the direction of current by changing the polarity of magnet, he found that, suppose I am putting like this now and the current is moving in the opposite direction like this, he found that the direction of deflection also got reversed. So this was the experiment which Oersted conducted, and he concluded that whenever there is a current passing through any conductor, there is a magnetic field produced around it. So what is magnetic field? It is the area around a magnetic material where its effect can be felt, right? So it will have some field around it. I will not say that it will have too much far field, but around this conductor there will be some region where the magnetic field is produced. So to quantify magnetic field, we have something called as magnetic lines of forces. Magnetic lines of forces. And what are these? These are the imaginary lines of forces which are drawn from magnet. So suppose I am drawing a magnet. Let's suppose this is north direction, this is south direction. Then what was observed? It was observed that there is a magnetic field around it. When we try to locate this magnetic field, it had some structure like this, where the magnetic lines of forces were emerging from north and they were terminating in south. So it was coming and going inside the south. So I can say that magnetic lines of forces, they emerge from north and they merge or they terminate at south. I should not use the word terminate, but it goes inside the south pole, and inside the magnet it travels from south to north. That's the reason magnetic lines of forces are believed to start from north and go to south externally and travel from south to north internally in the magnet. So magnetic lines of forces are representing the magnetic field of anything. So I said you now that current carrying conductor will also behave like a bar magnet. So that's the reason now we are talking about this now. So now very important thing, what are the properties of magnetic lines of forces? This is a very important thing which will generally be asked in school examination. They will ask you what are the properties of magnetic lines of forces. So expect this question in the school examination, and let us see what are the properties. So the first property, as I said you can write it now. You can write that magnetic lines of forces emerge from north pole and merge at south pole. I will repeat once again. Magnetic lines of forces emerge from north pole and merge at south pole externally, and they travel from south to north internally. So this is the first point, that externally magnetic lines of forces are from north to south, internally it is from south to north. The second property of magnetic lines of forces is that if you take any line of force and you draw a tangent, since it is a curve, I can draw a tangent here. If I draw a tangent on any magnetic lines of force, it will give me the direction of magnetic field. Please write this second point. You can write that tangent drawn to any magnetic line of force will give the direction of magnetic field. I will repeat once again. Tangent drawn to any magnetic line of force will give the direction of magnetic field. Very important property, which is the second property of magnetic lines of force. Third point you can write, no two magnetic lines of forces will intersect each other. I will repeat once again, no two magnetic lines of forces will intersect each other. Very important property. Now some people may ask in the examination, this question itself separately for 1 mark, why do magnetic lines of force never intersect each other? Because suppose I assume that at one point they are intersecting like this, then at the same point for this curve the tangent will be like this, and for this curve tangent will be like this. So there are two different directions of electric field, magnetic field. Is it possible? Not possible. So since, if suppose this question comes, why cannot two magnetic lines of force intersect? The answer will be, since if they intersect, then at that point we will have two directions of magnetic field, which is not possible. So magnetic lines of force will never intersect each other. This is the third property of magnetic lines of force. So I will repeat once again. The first property what you wrote, the magnetic lines of force emerge from north pole, merge at south pole. Second point what you wrote, that tangent drawn to any magnetic lines of force will represent the direction of magnetic field. Third point what you wrote, that no two magnetic lines of force will intersect each other. Now write the fourth point. Fourth point is the degree of closeness, right, please, the degree of closeness of magnetic lines of force is the measure of the strength of the magnet. I will repeat once again. The degree of closeness of magnetic lines of force is the strength of magnetic field. That means the place where these magnetic lines of forces are close to each other, there the magnetic field is stronger, and where they are not that much close to each other, there the magnetic field is weak. So if they are very close, they are very dense, and that areas you will feel that magnetic field is stronger. Very important point, that where they are very close to each other, there the magnetic field is strong. If they are away from each other, there the magnetic field is weak. Now we will see magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. So as I said you by the Oersted's experiment, suppose I assume that there is a circuit and the current is flowing in this direction. This is positive, negative, current flows like this. If I keep a magnetic compass here, then I said you it is deflected towards it. Now someone can ask me, sir, how to remember this, which direction the deflection will happen? For that there is a small trick. That trick is called as snow, which says that if the current is moving from south to north direction and your needle is kept over the wire, then it will deflect towards west. I will repeat once again. If your current is moving from south to north and the magnet is kept over the wire, then it will deflect towards west, and it will be vice versa. That means if the current is moving from north to south and over the wire, it will be deflect towards east. So that is vice versa. So now in this case I am taking the direction like this. This is assumed to be south, this is assumed to be north. Then automatically if this is south and this is north, this will become east and this will become west, isn't it? Since the current is flowing from south to north, it is attracted towards west. So same, if I write the vice versa of it, what will happen? You can itself tell me that if the current is moving in the opposite direction, that is from north to south. Now see how the current will move. Current will move like this. So when the current is moving like this from north to south, if there is a magnetic needle kept here, it will deflect away from the magnet. So it was found that when the polarity of the cell is changed, that is when the direction of the current is reversed, the direction of deflection also reverses. So magnetic field is related to the direction of current also. The direction of current was from south to north, the deflection of the needle was towards west. When direction of current was north to south, the deflection of needle is towards east. Then we will see magnetic field due to a straight current carrying conductor, and then I will see for a loop also. So now I am going to talk about straight current carrying conductor. So for this, there was one experiment conducted where there was a straight wire taken. So I will take a straight wire like this, and then I will take a cardboard. So a cardboard is taken and placed like this. Okay. So cardboard is placed in such a way that this wire is penetrating the board and going above. I hope you are able to understand what I am trying to say. So this is something like this. So this is the wire is passing, penetrating this board. On this, and the direction of current is from south to north, from down to up. It is going like this in the current direction. So for getting this direction, I need to put a cell here in such a way that this is not positive and this is negative. So the current flows like this. Now what was done? Some iron filings were taken. What is the meaning of iron filings? Iron filings means small pieces of iron, and that was spread over this cardboard. After spreading it, we need to tap the board a bit. So when you tap like this, slowly if you tap, it was found that these iron fillings are arranging themselves in the form of concentric circles. So when you spread this iron fillings over the cardboard and tap the board slowly, you will find that these iron fillings are arranging themselves in the fashion of concentric circles. Later, what we did, we even kept compass and tried to check how the magnetic lines of forces are moving, and we found that how we did, suppose same cardboard and same the current is passing through it. So instead of using iron filings, I just had some 10-20 magnetic compass, and then I'll keep here, I'll keep, then it will point like this, again point like this, again point like this, again point like this. So I kept on tracing. How I am tracing? See, once I keep one magnet here, then another magnet I'll keep, this will point north. In this north I'll keep it south, and again it will point towards some north. Here I'll keep one south, same like that. I kept on keeping the compass, and I found that there was some concentric circle formed. One thing was observed, as we were moving away and then putting the magnet here, the deflection was feeble, it was weak, it was not that strong. Near to the wire, there was more strong deflection, and as we went away, the deflection was little less. So one thing was very sure, magnetic field was becoming less as we were going away, and magnetic field was strong as we were near to the wire. So this gave us an idea that whenever there is a current carrying conductor, there is a magnetic field produced in the form of concentric circles. One more thing here to be noted, when he changed the direction of cell, that is the polarity of cell, and then he kept the magnet, he found that all the deflection is happening in opposite direction. I mean to say, if in this case all the needles are moving in anti-clockwise direction, then when the direction of cell was reversed, it was found that all these magnetic lines of forces were in the clockwise direction. I will draw once again for you. So suppose this is the diagram, and I have direction of cell change now. So when now I keep the iron fillings, or if I keep the compass, I found that when the current is moving like this, top to bottom, then the direction of magnetic field is clockwise like this. It is clockwise like this only, clockwise direction, and here I got anti-clockwise direction. This gave us an idea to determine the direction of magnetic field, and then we came to something known as right hand thumb rule, also called as right hand screw rule in some cases. So what it says in order to determine the direction of magnetic field, you hold the current carrying conductor in your right hand. If your thumb is pointing towards direction of current, then the four fingers will give the direction of magnetic field. So suppose the current direction is down to up, then the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise, and if it is up to down, it will be clockwise. You can also remember like this: if you are trying to screw something inside, that is right hand screw rule, and you are screwing using your right hand, then if in the direction in which the screw is advancing is inside, then the effort required will be clockwise. So in that way also you can study this, but more easier than that, you can remember that hold the current carrying conductor in your right hand. If the thumb gives the direction of current, then the four fingers wrapped around will give the direction of magnetic field. From there we get that straight current carrying conductor will produce the magnetic field in the form of concentric circles, and as we go away from the wire, the intensity of magnetic field reduces. Now we will see what is the magnetic field due to a current carrying circular loop. In the previous case I took a straight wire, now I will take a circular loop of wire. Circular loop of wire means something like this loop, and then I will try to find out what is the direction of magnetic field by this. So again here I will put some battery. Let me put the battery like this, positive terminal, negative terminal, so the current will flow in this direction. So in order to determine the magnetic field, again there were two cardboards taken this time, and they were placed in such a way that the wire passes through the board, something like this. Here one board, or I can take one big board, that will be more easier for me. So what I will do, I will take one very big size of board like this. So this board is passing such a way that your wire passes through it and again goes from inside it. I hope you understand what I have drawn here. There is a loop, and through the loop I am keeping one big board between that in such a way that the wire comes out and from down it is going like this. So now what happens? Again I have to sprinkle some iron fillings on this, or you can use magnetic compass, whatever you are comfortable with. When I sprinkle iron fillings throughout, and after the current starts to flow, I start tapping a bit, then I will find that the magnetic field is again concentric circles. You see in what fashion it is coming. So it was assumed that it was coming like this. It was arranging themselves in this way, like this, and here it was arranging this way. I hope you can understand why it happens. See here, you can use your right hand thumb rule. As the current is going above, the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise. So see, I have drawn anti-clockwise magnetic field. Here as the current was going downwards, the direction of current will be clockwise. That's why I have drawn a clockwise current, magnetic field. So as the direction of current is above here, the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise, and as the direction of current is down here, the direction of magnetic field will be clockwise. So it was also observed that in the center it becomes parallel line like this. Okay, so this was the observation when a straight current carrying circular loop, you try to find the direction of magnetic field. So by magnetic field, when we found the magnetic field for a circular current carrying loop, we found that on one end I am getting anti-clockwise, in one end I am getting clockwise. Now one thing, if you see very carefully, by this way I can find in this loop at this position, like position A, let is position B, let is the position C. If I want to find what is the direction of magnetic field at A, B and C, I can find very easily. See how I can find? If the direction of current is like this, right? So keeping the battery like this, direction of current is in this way. I want to find what is the direction of magnetic field at B. If you see, if you keep the wire in right hand, at B I will get inside the plane of the paper. So the magnetic field is going into the plane. I cannot draw it here, but But if you can understand, my fingers are hitting the board. That means I am going into the plane. So I will draw like this. This is the symbol of into the plane. Into the plane of paper, I will say. For you it is paper, for me it is board. Someone can say, sir, then will it violate in this direction? No, it will not violate, because when it is going down, again it is inside. You can see it is again inside. But if you see at A position, it is outward, because see, it is going B inward, but coming from A it is outward. So here it is outside the paper. So when I draw like this, it means outside the plane of paper. Same way at C, if you see, it will be again outside. So this experiment helped us to find what is the direction of magnetic field due to a circular current carrying loop. So in today's class, we started talking about magnetic effects of electric current. We saw what experiment Oersted did, who found that there is some magnetic field produced by the current flowing through a conductor. Then I talked about magnetic lines of forces, which are the imaginary lines of forces, gives the direction of magnetic field. Then I talked about the properties of magnetic lines of forces, which is very important for school examination. And then I talked about magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor, whether it is straight current carrying conductor or the circular loop. In next video, you will learn about solenoid and you will learn about the force on current carrying conductor. Thank you. Please like the video, share with your friends and subscribe our channel.